Hello, good morning, and welcome to this later morning, late morning taste challenge. We have two single malt Scotch whiskeys. This is Tomatin Dualcas, or the real name is the Legacy. Couldn't use that name in the United States because there's already a Legacy whiskey sold here. So they just changed it to Dualcas, which is the Gaelic word for basically legacy, cultural heritage. Okay, the softer side of the Highland since 1897. This is 43% alcohol, 86 proof. And it's owned by some Japanese company. Can't remember the name of it. It's a Tomatin Distillery. Most of these companies are under an umbrella of a bigger company. So it's got a crown for King Charles III of Scotland, two lions, a horse, a boar's head or something. I don't know. Okay, can't really tell. Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, bourbon and virgin oak casks, matured in a combination of ex-bourbon and virgin oak casks. Okay. This was like about $26. It's going up. Imported by USDP Princeton, Minnesota. Hey, that's interesting because Glenmorangie is also imported by the same people in Princeton, Minnesota, a big liquor, wine, and beer procurer. So there's the Tomatin Dualcas in the United States. It's got this embossed backside, the softer side of the Highlands. Finlaggan. It's got a foil cap cover. Finlaggan, introduced in 1992. Oh, Tomatin's age about 6 years. That's the average. There's no specific age, but their website tells about average into 6 years. This is average age 6 years. I contacted the distillery company, or the owner at least, not the distillery because it's produced for them, but the bottling company, the Vintage Malt Whisky Company, and they told me, yeah, it is 6 years aged. This is the Old Reserve. Now, if you look on the website, there's a lot of other ones. Let's look real fast. And I have the link below. You have Finlaggan. Ilian Moore, 46 proof. 92 proof. Sorry about that. 46% alcohol. You got it. That's the silver label. You got the green label, which is what I have. You got the black label, the red label, the brown label. Purple. The brown label is the sherry wood finish, 92 proof. The red label is the port wood, 46%, 92 proof. Wow. The black label is the Old Reserve cask strength, 116 proof. Yikes. The purple label is the red wine cask matured, 92 proof. Wow, so they have a lot of different varieties you could pick from. Now, Tomatin, just in the core range, I'm not going to read all there because they got so many different types. But in the core range, you've got it's being a little slow today for some reason. It's fast earlier. You got the Legacy, which I have now, the Dualcas, the 12-year-old, which I've seen, the cask strength, which I've not seen. Well, it's probably a total. I just don't recall seeing 14-year-old, the 18-year-old, and the American oak. Dualcas, American oak, and Legacy. Oh. Oh, it's the same thing. Legacy and Dualcas. They just have them both listed, but it's the same product. Okay, never mind. Let me edit the notes here. Six years in ex-bourbon and virgin oak. So that means ex-bourbon barrels, used bourbon barrels, and virgin oak, meaning new barrels, not before used. So wooden cap, solid cork, put this back in the box. Like Amy Winehouse said, take the box. All right. Finlaggan. Press board cork, you know the type, the press together cork. It's like 3 times in a row. Got the pour correctly, even. It won't last. I'll start screwing up again. All right. So, the price, I told you the Tomatin was $26. The price has gone up, unfortunately. Now, the Finlaggan, I bought it for a certain price. I checked 2 months later, price did not go up. So I was very happy. I bought this at Trader Joe's. They got a pretty good liquor selection in southeastern Louisiana, in New Orleans, Metairie, Louisiana. Yes, all kind of brands. Some Trader Joe's branded, others just these little independent companies. And it was $19.99. Can you believe it? $19.99. The one in Baton Rouge, the Trader Joe's in Baton Rouge does not sell liquor, because in Baton Rouge you can only sell liquor at a liquor store. So, you know what? That might have changed this year, because I noticed that Albertsons in Baton Rouge, next to Interstate 10, is selling liquor on the aisles now, and they shut down their little detached or like compartmentalized liquor store. Okay, so that must have changed. Yeah. Huh. Never mind that. Kevin Johnston says, I hope you don't get hit by that hurricane that is coming up north. Well, I hope not either, but it seems to be. They say it's heading toward Tampa Bay, the Tampa Bay area. Of course, it's so early. It's down below Cuba. They don't really know, but that's the projection. These hurricanes have a tendency sometimes to not follow the projected path. But thank you. Well, it's very light. So the Tomatin is light. Probably not any color added, being so light. The Finlaggan is darker. It's amber. Do they have color added? I don't know. You think it would get that dark in a used back in ex-bourbon barrels or whatever they're using? Yeah, after 6 years. Wow, those two are quite different in color. I know. I was shocked when I was looking. While I was talking, I was like, "Ooh!" It was the same with the Glenmorangie. Glenmorangie was light, and the Finlaggan was darker. So what they're allowed to add color into Scotch. So it's unless they specifically say no color added. Really, you're just not going to know. So I can't look. I have to keep my eyes closed. But I'm going to guess on aroma only anyhow. They're two different. I forgot to put that in the notes. Doggone it. Let me go back. I want the people, when they look at these notes, to see correct information or full information. 80 proof, age 6 years. Islay Islay. Looks like Islay. Islay Scotch. Okay. So they're both single malt, but they're two subcategories, and people would probably can say, well, that's not really a good taste challenge because they're different styles or different regions. That's true. It's the same style in the sense that it's single malt Scotch, but they're different regions. So it's a sub. I'm cross-lining with subcategories. So yeah, I wouldn't really take issue with that argument, but I'm still going to do it for whatever it's worth, which is probably not much. This smells very smoky, very seaside, because Islay is an island next to the big Great Britain, island of Great Britain. But iodine, briny, like I said, smoky, peaty. Oh, bread dough. Not a lot of aroma, but like I said, the softer side of the Highlands. So it's going to be soft. Everything about it's going to be soft, mild, mellow. And some people might say it's bland. Oh, no, Tomatin is so bland. Other people love it. You know how that goes. Most of the scores I notice are high, though. All right, so this is the Finlaggan. Calling it before I taste it. Got it. Haha. All right, but then wasn't any chance I was going to get it wrong. So then it's really just a taste comparison. It's a blind taste test in a technical sense. But in reality, it isn't because they're not really too similar. I mean, it's got the bread dough taste. Now, don't get me wrong. It's got bread dough and bread crust coming from cereal grains, meaning malt, barley malt. So that's the cereal grain or a blend of different barley malts. But from a single distillery. But the predominant flavor is the smokiness. Smoked. You say it got smoke damage. Yeah, it got smoke damage. Smoke and the briny and the compost. Not so much of the rotted vegetable matter and whatnot or organic matter, but we got similar age, right? 6 years. So definitive 6 year, average 6 year estimated. There's a lot of sweetness though with this. Like usually when I'm tasting Scotch, I'm not thinking sugar water. When I'm tasting bourbon, yeah, I'm saying sugar water, corn syrup, sweet corn syrup, sugar water, you know. But it is evidencing right now. I didn't pick that up the first 2 times, but I am getting some evidence of sugar water. I don't mind that, but I didn't expect it. Let's go here. Cheers, Tomatin. Yeah, bread crust, grain alcohol, paper, and like husks, barley husks. Oh, and when you look at their websites, they're showing 700 milliliter bottles. Because like Scotland and Australia and New Zealand and so forth, they get 700 milliliter bottles. In North America, we get 750s. I think Canada also gets 750s. But the price is the same, so we're getting 50%. What am I saying? 50 milliliters more, I mean. But it's about the same price. So you can figure that value out in a snap. Joe Cobb says, is Finlaggan a single malt? Yes, I would never taste challenge a single malt versus a blended Scotch. I've seen people do that, but to me it was bizarre. I told them it's a strange matchup to me. I don't think I got a response, but I only do blended with blended, single malt with single malt. You know what I'm saying? Straight bourbon versus straight bourbon, rye versus rye, American blended versus American blended. I don't go for that cross style stuff because there's no challenge to it. You know, it's like saying, oh, well, let's do pumpkins versus Bing cherries. And then you do blind. Oh, they don't taste anything like each other. Well, duh, everybody, you kind of knew that already. It's not a challenge. It's a farce. More like, Do you have any blue label left? Would you ever buy another bottle? I do. I was thinking about that just before I went on there. I have a little bit left, and I would maybe buy another bottle. But I calculated what I bought with the same amount of money. With the same amount of money that I paid for that bottle. And it's a great product. I'm not saying it's not. But look what I bought for the same, basically, like almost literally the same amount of money after tax. As that one bottle of Johnny Walker Blue. I bought Campo Azul Blanco. Campo Azul Reposado. 2 tequilas. 100% agave. Rum of the Gods White Rum. Rum of the God. These are all full-size bottles now. This is not new. And the Azul Blanco and the Reposado Gold, that's liter bottles. I better indicate that. Rum of the Gods White, $7.50. Rum of the Gods Gold, $7.50. Trader Joe's Espada Pequino, whatever that is, Mezcal. Trader Joe's Highland Rum Cask Single Malt Finish. Single Malt. Trader Joe's Bourbon Cask Finish Single Malt. Trader Joe's Highland Sherry Cask Single Malt. Trader Joe's Highland 10-year Single Malt. Trader Joe's Speyside 8-year-old Single Malt. Lismore Single Malt Scotch. Finlaggan Islay Single Malt, which I'm tackling right now. Trader Joe's Blended Scotch Whiskey, 1 liter. And a 12-pack of Simpler Times Lager. Now, when you think about that, or when I think about that, then it's going to make me reluctant to buy a second bottle of that. You see, because I think about all of what I got. Now, is any of that as good as the Johnny Walker Blue? I don't really know. I doubt it, but still. Okay. Dog says, just sticking my head in to say hello. I can't stay because I'm at work. I understand that. All right. If you want to know where they sell single Johnny Walker Blue, I would get on the Johnny Walker website. They probably have a locator tool. If they don't, just call your local distributor, like I guess Republic National probably carries that. Could be Southern Glazers. Wouldn't take much work. And they'll tell you who's got it. I know Rouse's sells it, but they charge too much. Yeah, if you want to get the best price, just drive to Jefferson Parish, go to Savannah Discount, and you get your best price. I would say Johnny Walker Black gives the Blue Label a run for its money. And then think about it. The Blue Label is $250 right now, if you're lucky. And the Black Label's $40. Thanks, Don Underwood. You love the show. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, which product here tastes better? Tomatin is good. It tastes nice. Okay, if you like a bread tasting whiskey, and I mean, I'm saying that seriously. I'm not saying it as a joke to be flip or anything like that. A bread tasting whiskey tastes like bread dough. What brand of bread? Nature's Own. I don't know. It's very mild. It's very nice. If some people want to say it's bland, okay. I would not say that, but I could understand if someone would say it. I think a better description is just it's mild. It's just mild and bread dough, which I think would be very appealing. It's got no burn on it. Forget the burn, and it's 46% alcohol. So it's got a lot of benefits to it. Now, this Finlaggan is a winner, boy, all the way. $19.99. That's a crazy price. And the flavor is not totally working in concert. It's a little hot. You know, it is only 6 years old. It's kind of like a little ragged in its assembly, I guess you could say, in some ways. But still, it's got a lot of excitement to it. You can kind of overlook some of that other stuff. So for $19.99, you just hard to imagine it could be that good and that cheap. You know, not perfect. It's far from perfect, but it is very nice. It is most excellent. Still in the A range. Just, you know, most things got little, you know, little problems here and there. But it's dynamite. It's a dynamite product, and I highly recommend it. So, which one do I prefer in this taste challenge? Well, well, I like the smokier products. That's a personal thing. I like these smoky whiskeys, but I also like the other ones that just prefer. But I guess it's a tie as far as quality. Maybe a little bit of an advantage to Tomatin, just because it's so expert. You know, they're so pinpoint in their quality control. They don't have any ragged edges. Well, at least this one doesn't. That's the only one I had from them. So yeah, but yeah, a winner either way. $28, I guess, right now for Tomatin Dualcas. Maybe you could find it for $26 like I did, and it'd be a good thing. Finlaggan, last time I checked, $19.99. What a deal, what a deal, what a deal. Favorite season for seasonal beers, winter-based beers. Kevin Johnston says, I think you're right. I agree with that. The winter beers, the winter warmers, those imperial stouts, and all of those things. Yeah, those are dynamite. Yes, indeed. And I just don't get tired of them. I just don't get tired of those winter beers. I get tired of winter after about 2 days, but not the beers. All right, thanks everybody for watching. And we'll be back for another taste challenge soon enough, maybe too soon. What spirit is my favorite type? I always took you for a rum or a rye type guy. Favorite spirit? It's hard to say. Probably single malt Scotch, I guess. But I can't say that definitively. But probably single malt Scotch, you know. Tab says, kitty cat. Yeah, I know. She's laying on a chair out there, knocked out. All right, thanks everybody.